As a matter of fact, Joan right now sits as our representative on, there's a working group developing the TORs for that UNCAC instrument. So, yeah, certainly. It's parallel, it's complementary to what the FIU would do. So, I think what that convention would seek to do, there are parallel things that you would find in what the FIU does, but there's a lot of oversight, I think, as well with PEPs, the politically exposed persons. You're looking more at the adherence to good governance and integrity in your governmental structures. That's the focus of that convention. So there are parallels. It's not exactly the same thing. That's what I'm saying.
Sir, we've from time to time hear of cases that the FIU conduct on members of the public, but I don't think it's ever discussed if the FIU ever investigates persons in government. Do you all do such investigations if you see fit?
All right. So then I had said earlier that I can make this comment to you and say clearly, every indication to me is that definitely that is the case. If I have not seen any instance where simply because a person might have some political connection, if that person fits a particular profile, if there are indicators of some sort of suspicious transactions, if it meets the criteria, absolutely investigate it.
So then, is there any real concern that the convention, there will be redundancies? I know you described them as parallels, but if the FIU is already capable of working on good governance matters, is there any concern that another element that could be deemed as more bureaucracy that the FIU is already handling? Is there any concern that the work overlaps and that the FIU could be doing what's being expected of the UNCAC?
Well, it remains to be seen, because a lot of this is still under development. What I will say, what I can comment on, and I know the Prime Minister had made this comment, and it's absolutely true, is that with all of these efforts that we are obliged to undertake, and even the CRS, this automatic exchange, it certainly means the commitment of resources, because you just don't sign on to these things and say, well, I signed. You have to demonstrate effectiveness. You have to have a staff. And so, bureaucratic, from what I've heard and the reports I've gotten from Joan, I don't think that there is any attempt to make this bureaucratic, just going through the motions. But yes, there has to be a concern that it will require the staffing. You can't have effective investigations without spending some money.